Good morning, guys. Maintenance is in my room right now. Well, room service is in room cleaning, whatever you want to call them, is in my room right now. So I decided to just go ahead and film this part now. But if you can't tell, oh wait, let me see. I made it to Thailand, so I didn't get a chance to record like me coming in because it was a whole thing of like we got here at 10 o'clock at night, and they said that I didn't have a reservation. They said that my room was canceled, but that's not possible because when I booked for the trip, the hotel and flight was included. So if the room was canceled, that means my flight would have been canceled. So it was a whole thing. I'll do a story time towards the end of the video because I'm going to show you guys the process of the like all the flights and everything like that leading up to getting here. And then I'll explain the story time about what happened later. So I hope you enjoyed this travel vlog, and I cannot wait to continue posting with my trip here to Thailand. So thank you. Deep, 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 All right, y'all, so this is the first part of the trip. Currently on a flight to Dubai, and they gave us this package right when we got on the plane. It came with the sleeping mask, socks, toothbrush, toothpaste. Real cute. I was in premium economy, which was like a step above economy, and they treated me so much better than economy because my brother was in economy. So I got all the scoops and the differences between that. And if y'all want some details, let me know and I'll explain them to you. Right here, I asked for a strawberry mimosa, y'all. That was bomb because the strawberry juice was so fresh. But for dinner, I had grilled chicken, sweet potatoes, asparagus, peppers, salad, cheesecake. And the cheesecake was vegan, I think, because it was like eggless, whatever. It was all right. I don't really like sweet stuff like that. As you can see, the dinner, I smashed it down. It was good. The salad, not so much, because I didn't taste like no salad dressing on it. And then the bread and butter was good. I was still eating it. Halfway through the flight, we got snack options. It was between a margarita pizza and a chicken tikka wrap. So, of course, I got the pizza. And it was good. It tasted like a luxury version of school pizza. Then after I finished eating, I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth because, yeah, it's a long flight. I don't know if you can hear, but I'm in the bathroom. I don't know what time it is. It says it's like 7, but out there it says something else. I don't know what time it is, but I'm about to brush my teeth because I had a lot to eat. And technically it's the middle of the night, and I don't want my breath smelling like pizza when I land. So, and I have another layover, so I need to brush my teeth. I feel like I need more. It's so hard to come out now. I'm sure they know people be brushing their teeth. They got like little brushing cups. So the next morning we got breakfast, and I got a cheese omelet, chicken sausage, mushroom, these like hash brown corn things, fruit, yogurt, granola, apple juice, water. It was so good, y'all. Now we landed in Dubai, so this is for our layover. Y'all, this airport was so nice. I can't lie to you. We had to use a train to get to our gate, and it reminded me of New York. So after we got to our gate, I went to get food from this place called The Fix. I got scrambled eggs on toast and this acai bowl with like all these exotic fruits. That was my first time having one of those, and I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of good. So it was time to board our flight to Thailand. From my flight to Thailand, I was in economy, and boy, was it a major difference. Seats were smaller, everything they gave you was smaller. It was terrible. And some lady was in my seat. I had to tell her to get up. I had a window seat, and she was tight about it, but oh well, ma'am. Uppity up. So right now, you can call other people on this flight as long as you know their number. And my brother was playing on the phone. So he was in 27A, and he called me, and I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of cool. Like, so we were kind of talking to each other throughout the flight. They fed us on this flight too. We had lunch, and I think it was beef, mashed potatoes, green beans. That was dessert up there, and kimchi. It was cool. You can tell the difference in the food in the classes. After about 6 hours, we landed in Phuket, Thailand. The person that was supposed to come pick us up forgot to pick us up, so we had to take a taxi. And y'all look, they ride on the right side of the road. Ain't that crazy? But our hotel was about an hour away from the airport, so it was a cool ride. He didn't play no music. Nobody talked. It was silent. Kind of weird. But I was just enjoying the scenery. It's not much to see yet right here because, again, we were just riding through the streets trying to get to our hotel. But once we got to the hotel, that's when the drama started. Like I told y'all, I'm gonna do a story time for y'all as soon as these old clips are finished, because boy was I heated. Like I was so tired of traveling 21 hours. I just wanted to lay in the bed, and then that happened. So like you can imagine how frustrated I was. But after everything was situated, this was me walking to my room. I recorded it because it looked mad scary. We got everything situated at about 11 o'clock at night. And after that, we went on to town. So y'all stay tuned for the rest of my travel vlogs this week. Okay, I'm going to try not to make this story time too long. But long story short, we got to our hotel at 10 p.m. on Sunday night. And my brother checked into his room. Everything was fine. And then when they asked for my passport to check me in, she tried to search it and she was like, did you book under this name? And I'm like, yeah. So she's like, okay. So she kept going, and I'm like, I was getting kind of like antsy. So I'm like, what's happening? So she asked me again, and then I'm like, yeah, I booked under that name, but my name has like apostrophes. That's the thing I was looking for yesterday. My name has apostrophes in it, so I know sometimes like on websites it won't let me use my apostrophe. So I'm like, try without the apostrophe. So she said okay, and she still couldn't find it. So I'm like, what is happening? So she ended up finding it and saying that the room was canceled. So I'm like, how was the room canceled? Like, that's no way possible. So she was like, the travel agent, canceled your room, whatever, you have no room. And I'm like, that's not possible. And I explained to her about the flight, how they're booked together and everything like that. And mind you, we're in Thailand, so they don't really, she understood English, but she wasn't really, so I gave her like my room confirmation number from my email and everything like that. And, she was taking screenshots of it, sending it to their reservation team, like coming back and forth. So it's like a lot of back and forth. So I'm sitting there stressing now. So I'm calling the travel agent because even though it's 10 o'clock where I was, it was only 11 in the afternoon in the U.S. So I called her and she's like, that's not possible. So she's on the phone with them and we're literally going back and forth for 30 minutes. Like, because the reservation team is saying that it's canceled. My travel agent, it was like, no, it's not. So we're going back and forth. So the attendant at the front desk, receptionist, she was like, okay, we found it, everything is fine, you're fine. So I'm like, okay, bet. So she prints off the paper, she makes me signs it, she shows me like everything, my room details, it looks good. Okay. So with hotels, you have to pay the deposit. So their deposit was 2,000 baht. Baht is like their currency, but in US dollars is only like $50, I think. So I had converted my money, so I gave her the 2,000 baht, and everything was fine. So I'm like, okay, I got a room. Why the manager come back talking about oh no, your room was just canceled a couple minutes ago? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, how is that possible? So now I'm going crazy. So I'm like, what are you talking about? The room was canceled a couple minutes ago. So the manager was like, well, you can either book a whole new room and pay us in full, or you can book a whole new reservation. And I'm like, I'm not doing that because I already have a reservation. So I'm getting tight. So I'm on the phone with the travel agent again. So she's trying to like talk to him and he's just not understanding. He was like, well, there's nothing we can do. Like he was like, it's canceled. Like there's nothing we can do. So I'm like what? So after me like telling him like she just made me sign it, like what do you mean? And he was like, it was canceled a couple minutes ago. So I was like, well, give me back my 2,000 baht until we get this figured out. So she gave me back the 2,000 baht. So he was just like, nothing was happening. Like I wasn't getting nowhere. So I started crying because I was like mad. Like I wasn't a sad cry. I was angry. And I was like, I'm really about to turn up. And I just started crying. And I started spazzing. And my brother was like, calm down. Like we'll get it figured out. So the travel agent on the phone probably thinking my brother was the receptionist because she was like, she's not going to come down. Y'all going to give her a room regardless. So I took a deep breath and I literally prayed. Y'all, I swear. I prayed and I sat there and I closed my eyes and I said, Lord, please let this get figured out. Like I'm across the country. Like please let it get figured out. Whatever. Like I did my prayer. Literally as soon as I finished praying, the manager came back and was like, we're just gonna put you in that room and we'll get it figured out in the morning. I said, thank you, Jesus. So long story short, I got to the room and then the front desk called me like 20 minutes later and was like, you're all fine. We got it figured out. Like enjoy your trip, whatever. And I was like, thank you. So that's how my Thailand trip started. So yeah, that's just that. I'm waiting for the people to get done with my room because I made an impulsive decision yesterday, and at 11 o'clock I need to go act on it. It's like 10 something right now, but so yeah. See you guys in the next vlog. Like, comment, subscribe, share. and stay tuned for the rest of the Thailand trip vlog.